It was my mom that got us out.
Okay.
It wasn't like it was my choice.
And
but I was willing.
And it was pretty much your mom who also had you in, right? You were 3 when you were.
Yeah.
So
we started going.
Yeah.
I started going with my mom.
Okay. And you and your mom still have a good relationship?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, she's glad you're out of all that misery?
Yeah, she did.
You think she was trying to get you out because she was afraid something else might happen?
Yes, she did. I would go with him, and she said that once she found out about him beating us and making us use the bathroom on the floor and the whole incident, that's when she was like, what's happening? She was like, I actually trusted this man to take care of my daughter, and this is what he's doing with her. So that was kind of the end of it for her.
Okay. And your mom's name?
Liz Martinez.
Liz Martinez. Okay. Is there anything else, Arlen, that you can...
And then, would he call your mom on the phone and tell your mom to beat you and stuff like that?
Yes, he would call my mom, and he would have it on speaker, and he would have other people there listening and making it like a multiple phone call so other people can be on the phone as well. And he would tell her things like she needs to hate me because I'm evil, that I was a whore, that she needed to take all my stuff and drag it in the mud, and she needed to beat me. Things like that.
All right, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. It may seem a bit difficult, but it's just, just to get so folks can see that you are the victim here. While all of this was going on, why didn't anybody ever contact the police? Do you know why, or?
Yeah, my mom actually said that she thought about it, but she was also scared to because he has connections with police and people like that over there. They would be in front of the church escorting, making sure other people that weren't allowed to come didn't come. So she thought about it, but she was like, they might tell him.
So she was afraid.
She did. Yes. I believe she said it was someone from another policeman that's come over. She was very vague about it. She was just like if I have something to report to a police or go to the police office, she was like, are they allowed to tell anybody? And he was pretty much saying, no, they're not supposed to just give out all your information. But there's people who have outside friends, and they'll just go and tell anybody anyway.
Okay.
So my mom was scared to go to the police in Hinesville.
Okay. All right, that's valid. At any point in time, did he make any sexual advances against you?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I can say, though, that I felt very uncomfortable because he would also constantly talk about my behind. Always talk about the way I walk, try to mimic the way I walk. It was just like he was always looking at it.
Right. Let me say that you, being in the church as long as you were, then you attended the church school. After you left, what did you find out about that church school? Was it worth it?
Excuse me?
Was it worth anything? Do you have to do your GED again? Where are you as far as education wise?
Oh yeah, that didn't do anything for me. I didn't have any credits from that. I literally got nowhere from that school. I tried going to public school. They did, when I got to Pennsylvania, they did put me in 11th grade, although I didn't have any credits, but they said that they would help me by putting me in a program that they had. I don't remember what the program was called, but they said it was an online program where I can do extra classes while I was at home. And although I wouldn't be able to still graduate on time, I would still graduate earlier than I would if they had put me back in 9th grade. But where I moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina, they didn't have the same thing that they had in Pennsylvania. And since I still didn't have any credits because I had not done a full year in Pennsylvania still, they put me in ninth grade. So I went ahead and I just got my GED.
Okay. All right. And are you still planning now on joining the military?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm going to college for that now.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you would warn people about? I mean, you now see what situation you were in and what these people are really about. They're really obviously not about God and religion and love. So what would you tell people as a message or as a warning?
I just think that everybody should know that they need to leave, because I know most of the people there are actually sincere people. They love God and they think that they're doing the right thing, but they're following a man who uses the Bible and twists all the scriptures and makes everything different than what it should be. He makes them think that they're following God, and really they're just following him, turning him into their God. And it's not right. And especially for I have friends there that I would love for them to be able to leave, but I really feel for the little kids that are there that I would hate for them to fully have to go up there, to have to spend their entire childhood there the way I did, because like I go out in public and I see little kids and it's like, wow, I wish I could have had that as a little kid.
Yeah, they robbed.
Being able to be normal. What was that?
Yeah, they robbed you of your childhood.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I didn't get to have a normal childhood, and it's not right for the rest of the little kids to not be able to have a childhood.